centre half, skipper at Morecambe. Yeah, Sam Lavelle.
So you come in at Aki away at half time and he's just come in and just started punching the physio bed and he's just splitting half. I was like, he's seriously hard. But he'd go rapid, wouldn't he? Like, this, they go, wah! Like, just like screaming that. Some of the Barnet fans were kicking off after because there's a clip of me and Aaron McGarren, the right back, just passing 10 times to each other. So impressing them.
Really?
Yeah. If you went something like, I hope you're not colourblind, Kev, with all these cones. And then literally within 0.01 seconds, Kev's gone, you must be fucking colourblind putting that dye in your hair.
Are we in?
Yeah, we're in.
Right, pal.
Welcome back.
What's happening?
Looking pretty tan there.
Yeah, it's from golf, mate.
Been playing a lot of golf.
Well, I played with you the other day, didn't I?
You did.
Fucking roasting.
It was.
But what a day.
Yeah, it was class day, weren't it?
Yeah, freebie as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. I had an important meeting the next day, so I had to try and be as good as I could. So we're in fact, we shouldn't really share this on camera, but we end up sharing a double bed, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
I was rolling around, sending pictures, weren't we? So yeah, that's well we cut that.
Yeah.
It weren't like that.
Edit that out.
So it was Ringway Golf Club, which I've been trying to get on for years.
Oh, was that the first time you played it?
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it?
Ended up getting a freebie. Played with Filesy and two other lads. But I thought we was all playing together.
Yeah.
But I ended up playing with Filesy. Must have had 8 bottles on the way around. Then we was in the bar after, weren't we?
Yeah.
But me and I played really well. Filesy chipped in. But he was just getting steaming. And then we seen you were on the 17th, weren't you?
I don't know.
And you was just finning it around the fucking green. I was like, his head's going to fall off here.
I can't remember. Was it a par 3?
Yeah. And you were just knobbing it around.
Did I go? Oh, yeah. I went from one bunker right across to the other bunker, didn't I?
I was thinking he's going to be fuming because you thought you was playing with us, didn't you?
Yeah. I ended up playing with some random guy he was sound, to be honest, but it's not the same as when you were your mates, is it?
No, not at all.
I said to him, we got to the halfway house, I was like, anybody want a beer? No, just have a water, please.
Oh, fuck off,
I was
mate.
like, oh my God. I was like, anyone bothered if I get myself a beer?
Am I allowed?
Yeah, I'm like, you're not going to frown at me, are you?
Yeah, and then we went into Alderley after, didn't we?
Yeah. Alderley's good though, isn't it?
Yeah, bounced in and we seen Dave Ball. Did you ever play with Ball?
I know he is, yeah, Fleetwood.
Yeah.
He was in there, wasn't he, with Danny Simpson. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And why didn't you give me a shout? Like, selfish ones.
To be fair, he was all right, sound, wasn't he?
Sound as, yeah.
Yeah, good lad.
I was trying to get Simo to Ratcliffe, but he weren't having it.
So yeah, it was a good day. Good day, and then you had nowhere to stay, so you jumped in.
Got me. That was rough driving home.
Jumped in my double bed.
Whoa.
Were you rough?
Yeah.
I weren't too bad next day. Like I said, I had that important meeting, so I kept myself fresh.
I was dying. But here's what it is.
That's what it is. And then we're here.
We're on. Got a belting guest today.
Yeah, it'd be
I
good.
spoke to Luke Conlon, who played with him for a few years, and he said he's one of the funniest lads he's played with. So I think he put him before me, actually.
Top 3.
Yeah. What? Any stories on Conlon and that?
Conlon, no. He's just a bit nervous wreck, wasn't he, at times?
He's just so...
Just
beats
safe, isn't he?
himself up,
He's always
doesn't
there. He's always there the nights out and always there for the banter, but he's just a bit safe, isn't he?
Yeah.
Who's there?
Conlon.
That's great, lad,
Irish
Conlon.
lad. Funny as, to be fair, but how weird's his head?
Yeah, question mark head.
Yeah.
He's called the question mark head. Yeah, great lad though.
He looks, we used to call him, you seen American Dad? The alien, Roger.
It's funny you notice that because no one else has said that to me.
We used to call him Roger. He used to go mad. But like the barbers struggled to cut his hair because his head's out. So every time
He's
he
got one
a
ear
trim,
massive. Seen that ear? One
he's
ear is
got one ear
massive.
bigger than the other.
Barber can't cut his hair.
Yeah, because his head's like fucking weird shape. Every time he gets a trim, it was just shite. They were like, Conley just come out and say, oh, there's fucking nothing they can do with this head, lads. But in lockdown, I had to give him a trim.
Yeah.
So I was like the team barber at training. Everyone else's I was sound with got to Conlon's. I just didn't know what to do. Like, so the angles of his head just weren't right.
And he got his ear to play with as well. He got that around his ear.
Just one ear.
Someone hold this part while I cut this. Yeah, but now
Do
sound.
you remember lockdown hairstyles?
Well, you had to. I was the team barber. That's fucked.
Yeah. I
I had my normal barber, James. He'd come round on the decking and like I'd I think we allowed 6 lads at once, weren't you, in a group?
They'd all come to yours.
So they'd all come to mine, and he'd come and give us all a haircut. So he'd do 6 haircuts, make himself like 150 quid,
Yeah.
and then go somewhere else.
Happy days.
He was fuming when COVID got lifted.
Fuck 'em.
To go back to work.
I'd have come round, mate. Point guard on.
I've seen your trim. Right, do you want to introduce this guest?
Yeah. Centre half, skipper at Morecambe for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, a few years.
Currently, have you got a club at minute?
Free agent at the moment, yeah.
Are you?
Just left Carlisle.
Yeah, Sam
So-
Lavelle, by the way, guys.
Just left Carlisle after back-to-back relegation.
Not good from CV, that is it?
No, that's got to hurt,
No.
hasn't it?
Yeah, weird
Just
one.
leave it
Carlisle.
off the CV.
I know,
Don't
yeah,
put it
you
on.
cut that bit, not?
How did that actually happen? Because you don't often see that, do you?
Yeah, well,
Like that, because that's a big fall. Did you lose a lot of players from that first season?
not even the opposite, to be fair. So I came from Charlton when they were in League One. They'd just been promoted to League One, so it was like a good feel around the club. And yeah, the squad, probably looking back in League One, was a little bit weak. So getting relegated wasn't the end of the world. But then these new owners that come in, the Americans, they spent so much money in summer, like on wages, but they bought players. It was the biggest wage bill in the league by far. And for whatever reason, it didn't work. We just kept losing. And you know, it's like, manager gets sacked. That one doesn't make a difference. Get sacked again. And you just get in a rut of losing. You couldn't get out of it. It's mental. In January, the owners doubled down again. They spent more money, put the lads on stupid money for the league. Bottom of League 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's... I think for me, you got to sign the right characters first. I'm not saying they didn't, but I'm not sure. It just didn't work for whatever reason. And we just kept losing. Before you know it, you're thinking, shit, there's 10 games left here. Like, we're in trouble. And it's too late. Yeah. It's a mad one.
I don't often see that, do you? Obviously,
You don't see the biggest wage bill go down much, do you?
no.
I think Forest Green was sort of similar, but probably not as big a club as Carlisle. They went down back to back, didn't they?
Yeah.
Spent a bit of
Well,
money,
Luton have just done it, haven't they?
Yeah, I suppose.
But that's obviously a different.
A bit
different
better
kind of
from
level.
Prem to League One, isn't it?
Yeah.
League One to National League. But yeah, weird one. I don't know. There's
It's
so
bad
many
when you
little
get in
things.
a rut like that, though, isn't it? Because you just cannot find a win from anywhere.
Yeah, and even when you're playing well, you're battering teams, you're missing chances, you just think, shit, here we go. Like, there's so many games this year where we've battered the other team, like battered them, and lost 1-0 or like lost 2-1 or whatever.
Just nothing goes right, does it?
No,
It's not
nothing.
your-
It sounds like an excuse, but it's not, because we
No,
had
it
good
does-
players.
It does sound like that.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault. No, we just signed loads of good players out on paper, like one of the best teams in the league. We signed like Jordan Jones, Charlie White, Embleton, like all good careers and stuff. And then yeah, I just couldn't get out of it. It was mad.
And
I can't put my finger on one thing. It was just loads of accumulation of little things, I think.
Have you kept a lot of them players that they're staying for this season?
Yeah, well, they signed like 4-year deals, like 3-4-year deals
Right.
with no relegation clause and stuff. A lot of them.
no.
But the owners got money, so they'll be all right eventually. If it takes a couple of years, I think they will go back up. But yeah, a lot of lads are on like 3-year contracts and stuff. So yeah, the ones who could leave sort of left. But yeah, mad situation.
So what are you going to do this summer then?
I've had a couple of offers from League 2. I won't say the clubs. Four offers, and they were all down south. Well, 3 of them were down south. And if I'm honest, no disrespect to the clubs, but they're all I think bottom half teams.
Yeah.
I know I've just had back to back, so I can't be too picky and stuff. But they weren't, but it weren't worth moving down. I'm at a stage of career. I'm 28 now. Supposed to be a prime centre half, they say. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna sort of take a gamble a little bit and wait it out. They didn't feel right, so I didn't want to force it, sort of thing. So I'll do the PFA camp Monday. I'm booked into that. So by the time this goes out, I've probably done a few weeks there.
And how
just
long
wait
is
it
that
out.
for?
It goes on till September. I think you can book in
Right, okay.
if you can. There's loads of applicants this year. I think they do 40 players per week, they said. And then they sort of change it each week. But
Is that
I'm
free
gonna
of
look at that.
charge?
Yeah, free. You get your stay overnight, free meals, free training. So it's like a proper pre-season, but
It's good, that,
it's
isn't
good.
it?
Class.
I think it's getting big every year. I think they started it 2 years ago, and last year got bigger. I think this year will be better again. So,
So what is it? Just training, decent coaches?
I'm
and
guessing
then
so.
a few
Yeah,
games?
I'm guessing so. Yeah, just like a pre-season, but all together.
But there was a lot of players who got picked up, weren't there, from them camps last year?
I think so. I said like 100 players got picked up from last year's camp, so it is good. And it's not just League 2, League 1, National League players. I think they get a few Prem players, a few Championship
Yeah, I was going to
players.
say, I'm trying to think who it was. It was quite a big name. I think it was the United kid from years ago who was there last pre-season.
Oh, Ravel Morrison.
Yeah,
he was there, wasn't he?
Ravel Morrison was there, weren't he? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that Kieran Clark's off my head.
Yeah.
Who else? Yeah, a few Prem players and stuff. So I'm gonna give it a go.
Be a good laugh as well, wouldn't it? Get the right lads in there.
It's just no harm in it.
Imagine if you went. just be a 4-week piss up, wouldn't it? Right.
That's how we're training tomorrow.
Who's out tonight?
Anywhere to go out around there, what?
I'm not sure, don't worry. It's not near
You probably can't, can you?
Nah, probably don't look great.
Is it St George's Park?
I don't think it is St George's Park. It's
Is it not?
Champness or something, or Champness Hotel. Unless you train at St George's Park, I don't know how it works, to be fair.
Right.
I've got to meet at the hotel. So yeah, I don't want to jump at something I don't fancy, to be honest. I'd rather do that in 2 months' time if you have to. If that makes sense. I'd rather.
So have you done that in the past?
No, never.
No, I mean,
Jumped
at a club because you panicked a bit in pre-season.
Say so, yeah. At Charlton, when I had another year left on my contract, and they were getting rid of us, like a few of us, which is fair enough. Is what it is in football. I jumped at a loan move in January, which wasn't right. I ended up going to Burton. I had a few clubs come in which didn't materialise, and then because I thought I had to leave, I ended up going to Burton, which was a pathetic loan move. I played like 2 games and did my shoulder after like 3 games, so I came back. So in hindsight, I should have just waited at Charlton. And then somewhere where I left Charlton, I probably should have waited a little bit longer as well. So I think I've done it in the past where I've probably needed to play games and stuff, but at my age, at 28 now, with a lot of games under my belt, I don't think I need to rush into it if I don't feel right. I can always do that in September or August if I've got nothing else on the table. And like I say, I'm not expecting like top end League One after back-to-back relegations or anything like that. I'm not deluded, but yeah, I'd always fancy my chances and just give it 6 weeks or so.
So do you fancy like more of a top half, like promotion pushing League Two side would be your preference?
So. That's probably realistic. Yeah.
Get back to winning.
Yeah. That's
what was it like as skipper when you're losing?
I would say like you've not had one. You've had 2 seasons of losing.
Yeah. I'm just wanting to win games now. I just like enjoy football. Like it's so much better when you win games, isn't it? And you're playing. No matter what the style of play is, if you're winning games, it's enjoyable. So hopefully that's the plan. See what the PFA camp is, keeping fit. Just see what else comes up.
Do you know any other lads who are going on it? Have you spoken to anyone?
A few from Carlisle, Dylan McGeoch and Paul Dummett. You know Paul Dummett from Newcastle. Yeah. He's going on. So I know a couple already. So be good. I think it's nothing to lose really. I think it's good setup from the PFA. I think it'll be decent. So
are you initially signed there for 1 week, or is it like rolling week after week?
Yeah, I think it's 1 week initially. They confirmed the 1 week I'm on that, and then I think week 2 they keep the majority and change a few. So we'll see. Right. I'll probably try and do it as long as possible, unless something comes up in the meantime. Obviously.
Yeah, I suppose each week players will get picked up, won't they? Anyway, and go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fair play. You have to dish out any bollockins last year or what?
Couple.
I hate doing it.
I hate it because
was you skipper last year as well?
Yes, both years.
Oh God,
both years. So yeah, one at Wimbledon away, we were playing shocking, and I just started talking and squirting my water bottle, and I just got angry and just threw a few things. But yeah, I'm not like a massive bollocker. I am with standards and stuff and fines and being late, but in terms of like after a game, like I don't know, I'm more gutted if anything when we lose. But yeah, a couple last year. Yeah.
Is it Sim or who's the manager?
He was, yeah. He signed me in League One. Then he got sacked at the start of the season after a bad start, and then we had Mike Williamson.
Yeah.
Who the lads take the mick out of me. They think he was my dad and stuff.
So was he at Gateshead?
Yeah, Gateshead. Yeah, obviously, style of play is class. Football's good.
Yeah.
But don't really work in League Two, I suppose. Like it was tough. It was a bit of a right person, wrong time, maybe, because he didn't have his own summer to bring his own players in, so he got given these like our squad, and probably wouldn't have been his first choice. To
be fair, though, he had a good squad.
He had a good squad still. Yeah, you're right. He's still had enough to sort of adapt a little bit. I think looking back, he will say that himself. Like we'd be playing out, getting caught, and you just got to go long for 10 minutes, aren't you? Like, and we'd double down on it and go again. So there is part of it where you should probably do that.
And did you try and play all the time?
That's all he does.
Yeah,
Gateshead was doing it, and then he went to
MK Dons, didn't he?
Yeah, and they did it,
but better.
Yeah.
Although they fell off last year as well. They finished like 4th bottom in the end. They just couldn't win a game in the second half season, MK Dons. But yeah, then we had Mark Hughes come in last few months of the season. And yeah, it just...
How you found him?
He's a good guy, nice guy, yeah. Obviously a bit more old school.
Dealt with him a couple of times when
Yeah.
he was at Bradford.
Yeah. Yeah, he's quite quiet, to be fair, isn't he?
Yeah.
You think he'd be a bit louder, but no, he's good.
Yeah, he's
nice
quite.
guy.
I won't say shy, but yeah,
know what you
like
mean.
quite a reserved guy, isn't he? But
They just signed my pal, and
that?
he's not quiet and shy.
Who's that? Oh, Linney.
Regan Linney.
Yeah, of course.
has he gone to Carlisle?
Yeah.
It's a tough league to get out, though,
I
isn't it?
think he'll do all right though.
Really?
Yeah, he's just like he
He was
doesn't
a-
really think too much about it. He just
a bit
plays.
stupid.
He was at Alty for a long time, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He'll be a decent player. He'll be a decent player in that league, won't he?
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just
all
three
right.
managers and none of them really clicked, to be fair. So it's just...
And was
Yeah,
you
mad.
out of contract then?
Is that a contract? Yeah. So, yeah, that's another story, to be fair. I spoke to the Mark Tierney from Altrincham, you know, don't you?
Yeah.
And he phoned me and he was like, you're not released, by the way, Sam. You, obviously, doors open, you know we are, but you go into this club. We know the club I was speaking to at the time was like, we know you're going there, so you're not released, but whatever, you're probably moving. I said, fine. He said, we'll put you on the list of ongoing talks. I was like, yeah, fair enough. And an hour later, I'm on the release list. That's first name.
First name.
I've got the
name.
picture, yeah. Just take a piss of me more, first name. So I texted him and said, what's this about, Mark? And he rang me and said, oh, no, sorry, Sam, we had to put you there because you haven't been offered a contract, so you couldn't put ongoing talks. You had to be either offered a contract or nothing. But you know you're not released. I was like, cheers, pal.
I know for definite I'm released.
Yeah, I know. So
Yeah, I've heard a few stories about him
Really?
recently. Yeah,
yeah, I was on the first phone call. I thought, yeah, he sounds ledge, sounds a good guy. And then I don't know, obviously snaked me. Not snaked me. He's not that deep, but just like cheers. Like,
You'd rather just be honest, wouldn't you?
Yeah, released.
Yeah, you're released. You're not being offered a new
You're
deal.
having a fresh start, whatever.
Yeah.
You captain a back-to-back relegations. Like, it's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
fair enough if you want to clear out, but yeah, that's the biggest thing in football, isn't it? It's honesty and communication.
That's what it's about, isn't it?
it's mad and it's so annoying when it's you, but like when it's another lad, you can't really say or do anything, can you? Like you just have to. Well, I've got mine.
Yeah.
What? I've got what? My contract.
Like you don't do it, but when it's you, it's like fucking hell. It's
Yeah.
like you need some help, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, like so fickle in it, football. It's so fickle, and it's like you'll have we've talked about it loads. You'll have your best mates in that dressing room, but then they'll leave a month later. You forget about them.
Yeah.
You got new mates,
Yeah,
and it's,
100%.
everyone just moves on, don't
Yeah. You think at the time, they'll come to my wedding or whatever, they'll be best mates for life, and then 2 months later, you don't speak to them. It's mad.
See you in a bit, lads.
they? Yeah, I've got my contract. Well, you know where Jordan's at, don't you?
Got
It is
released.
though, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like at Salford, you were. None of the lads was asked when I was getting fucking. I had to go Tesco for a meal deal when they was all having food and they were just trying to do anything.
I weren't there.
No, I know.
I'm gonna
But,
say-
like, I was saying to the
I'd
other
have
lads,
stuck up
I
for
played
you.
with you for 5-10 years, some of you. Not one of you just said a word.
Yeah.
You were getting a meal deal.
Just hand butted there. Bag of crisps next to me. It was all eating steak and shit.
It is bad. It is
So,
bad.
dog eat dog.
So, talking about that, if you had, let's throw a question out there. If you had to invite 3 guys who you've met in football, past and present, for Christmas dinner, who would you bring round? They can be funny. They can be managers who you've loved.
Yeah. Are you drinking at that Christmas dinner? Have a
Yeah,
few
we're
drinks?
drinking. Oh, yeah.
No game Boxing Day.
Everyone, yeah. There's no game Boxing Day. We're getting hammered.
I'll probably say good mate in football, Charlie Kirk. I'll probably mention him later. I've kept in touch with him at Charlton. He's at Barrow last year. I don't know where he's at now.
Blonde hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Well, not got much hair left, but yeah, he's blonde.
Is it Crew back
Crew,
in the day? Yeah, what a player.
Yeah, he was
Good player.
Good
Yeah.
at Crew.
Funny lad.
Great lad, yeah. That's
Is
a funny
that-
lad, yeah. Bit misunderstood at Charlton, which I'll probably get onto, but yeah, I'll probably say him. Kevin Ellison, maybe at Morecambe. He's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
character,
Big
isn't he?
Kev.
Big Kev, yeah. You know Kev, yeah.
I know Kev, yeah.
Just for a
Tried
laugh.
getting him on for years, haven't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he turned down under the cost as well, didn't he? I think there's a few podcasts he's turned down. He's just not into that. Yeah, crap them. Maybe like we said off air, Jim Bentley's. I'll get a manager and 2 players. Probably Jim Bentley, yeah, great guy and loves a pint. So
He was class.
he's good.
Good
wasn't he?
Christmas
I
dinner,
loved
that.
him. I did love him.
Yeah, be a laugh with Kev.
But like you do a good impression, don't you, Jim? so we've been sent.
Nah, can't do it.
Should we do a role play?
Nah, so we was going to do, you be Jim and I'll be me being shit at Files.
Yeah.
And we bump into each other at the corridor.
He was your manager, weren't he?
Yeah, it was.
Right, okay, so
But we got along. We were sound off the pitch.
Yeah.
I would just wank on it. So it wasn't his fault.
Right, we'll set up the scenario then.
If it's shit, we can cut it.
Jim, you've come out your office, walking down the corridor. You're probably going to the canteen.
Yeah, it's fish and chip Friday at
Fire, and you bump into each other.
Ah, gaff.
Hey, Johnny, lad, fucking hell, lad.
How are we? Sorry about Saturday, mate. It was terrible.
You fucking crap, man, aren't you? Hey, what's up here? Come here, lad. I'll probably take you into his office, won't he?
Yeah.
Have a cuddle you or something.
Definitely be in his office. You, me, how are we?
Hey, Johnny, lad. Do this, do that, do this, do that, this, that. You played under him, mate. That'd be funny because.
How good for that
Great guy.
warm up? I can't even explain it.
It's just when you say, it's like Simon says, isn't it? But he goes like, do this, and you do it. If he says do that, you don't do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should just get giddy, didn't you? Just
Do this, do this, do this, do that. Ha!
Yeah,
Like
it's
that.
proper childish in that whole school, but
He was so good at like, knowing that you shouldn't do it. He'd go, do it. And then he'd go, you do it wrong. And he'd go, out.
Yeah.
And then carry on going.
well, he'd go rapid, wouldn't he? Like this, then go, wah! Like just like screaming that. He was class mate every day as well. What a guy,
He
man.
was fucking brilliant. What was he like for your 2 years there?
He was classmate. Yeah, it was longer than that. It was probably. Oh yeah, he was there for 2 years. Sorry, he got sacked. He sort of.
Was that Morecambe you had him?
Yeah, he sort of saved my career a little bit. I got released from Blackburn. I was at Blackburn from when I was 10 to like 20 odd. Went to Bolton for a year.
Is that where you're from? Is it around that area?
I'm from Blackpool.
Right, from Blackpool.
Lytham, I say Lytham, posh part. No?
Yeah.
It's a bit better, isn't it?
Lytham's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice place. Where'd you live when you were there?
Burnley.
Burnley, did you?
Well, Padiham.
Oh yeah.
Shit all.
I'm from Padiham, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I used to have many nights out in Lytham.
Did you?
Yeah. I've got a few kids knocking around there on the beach somewhere.
I was going to say. Yeah. So yeah, Jimbo was class. He sort of. I got released from Bolton. So I was ready to jack it in, to be fair. I just fell out of love with the game. Got released twice. Was going at trial places, just like no one speaking to me, like you said before. Like, you just think I was like 19, 20 at the time, maybe. You just think, like, what's the point here? Like I'm not going to make it, even though I think I should.
What was the reason why you left Blackburn? Did they give you a reason?
No, they just cleared our whole age group out. Not one person got a pro.
Who were the other lads in your age group? Or the ones I suppose
George.
I suppose
George Pierce, yeah.
if they're clearing everybody out, they're then thinking about lads either a year above or
There's a year below that they sorted out. So the year below was like Scott Wharton, Willem Tomlinson,
Yeah.
Lewis Hardcastle, Lewis Travis, Randy Amby, Matty Platt. So yeah, them lot had a good fair amount of games in the end. I always say that our age group was better than the year below. I'm stand by it, but they won't believe that. But so yeah, they got rid of us all.
Right.
So which is obviously like a mad time when you're a young lad. You're just thinking, fucking hell. I was captain of the 23s for like 3 years since I was like 18. Trained the first team quite a bit, so you just assume at that age you're just going to make it, don't you? You just think,
Yeah, but you've trained for years thinking one or two of us are going to get a shot here.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure it's me, and then you just fuck the whole team off.
yeah,
Bit harsh,
it
isn't
was
it?
harsh.
Who was the first team gaffer at the time?
Gary Bowie was at for most of it, then he left. He didn't release me. I think Paul Lambert come in. But Gary Bowie's he's been on this, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's a good guy, guys. I got one about him. He bollocked us once. We were in the 23s, or reserve at the time, away at Bolton at the county ground, Lancashire county ground. And we got beat 3-0 and we were crap. And the 23s manager said, "Oh, anything gaffer?" And normally they just say no, don't they, or whatever. So we just went down. Guy Bowie's come in and goes, "Yeah, actually." We're like, "What's going on here?" He's going,
Shit.
He went, fucking you. Like, to me, Conor Mahoney and Dean Rittenberg, he had pictures printed off us on a night out. And on a Friday in Beluga in Preston. He's like, fucking this, fucking that. Who's this bird, Dino? Was she nice and all this? What's this? And he said something like, what's this? Cranberry Red Bull? And after we were like, let's not drink that.
Cranberry Red Bull. There's no alcohol in that.
I know.
Yeah, sound.
So he went mad. And obviously at the time, it's funny looking back, but at the time when you're a young kid, you're thinking, shit, like,
Yeah.
first team manager, what have we done?
Yeah.
We didn't go out before training or a game. It was a Friday night and we had to ball boy at 89 for first team on Saturday, which I'm all for like humility and stuff, but it's pretty mad ball boy at 18, 19.
Yeah.
So we didn't think that counted. We didn't fucking grown men.
Good for that.
I know.
Grown just got to throw a
I
ball.
know. I think the game might be Monday to fair, so it's probably not the best. I don't think it was actually. We didn't have a game because we were like, why are we getting bollocked for this? But
It's class how he's printed it off.
print it off, yeah. Like there's pictures. I think
Pure bird.
Yeah.
Don't put that anywhere. I've got a bird.
I know he's Dean Rittenberg don't play anymore. He's just grilling him. And Conor Mahoney, I think, was underage at the time. He was like, "You're not even old enough to go out and all this." So yeah, you just shit yourself. You clean the boots for the first team for 2 weeks, and it just is what it is. You just you're taking the chin and like a bit of a lesson in it.
Don't have cranberry Red Bull.
Red Bull, off your head on that. So he was manager, and then got released from there. Went to Bolton for a year, and that was another mad year. They had that transfer embargo, so they couldn't. We signed, me and my mate called Hugo Tanner. We signed a bit late, and because they had a transfer embargo, they couldn't add to the first team squad. They had a 23-man squad or something, and because of the money restrictions, they couldn't add to it. So they signed us on a shitty contract, £300 a week. They went, don't worry, it's just for a few weeks until the first team allows to get more players in, or whatever. This embargo lifts, and it just basically never lifted.
Did it not?
So just sat in the 23s, which we wouldn't have played first team, but there's one time there was like 4 centre-halves injured, so I would have been on the bench. We trained them every day, so I would have been at least on the bench, you never know. And you'd think the EFL could help you out there a little bit. The EFL just said, no, that's the rules, you can't sign any more players. So, yeah, bit of a mad year, that.
Yeah, it's just a waste of a year, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, especially on £300 as well.
And and that's
that.
Yeah,
take that.
For that.
Yeah, and that was a bad that gambling change rooms, that 23s team. Like at the time, looking back, it's a proper learning few years. That
is that where you got kind of sucked into it a bit?
Yeah. It was just when you start getting paid at Blackburn, it was. Like George Pierce and stuff used to drive us to the bookies and charge us a £2 petrol to go to the bookies and stuff.
He just put it on roulette.
Yeah. So we got into it there. And then I've got no history of gambling. My family proper never done it. So I remember thinking at a time, and I'll touch on to it a bit later, how can I get into this? If I can get into this, then anyone can. It's like something needs to be done here. I remember thinking that sat in my room in £100 of debt. I was thinking, shit, it's quite bad this.
So how did it start off? Just going to the bookies after training?
Yeah, just the bookies just 3 or 4 hours, just sat there. He was class at the time.
Willem said the same thing, didn't he?
Yeah, did he? Yeah.
Just boredom.
You've been to Brockwell Village where Blackburn. Yeah. It's a bit isolated, isn't it? There's not much around there, so if someone drives, it's just it's class at the time to go to bookies and sit there and all sit in the machines and stuff. It just hooked us all. It's mad. And then escalated at Bolton, and when I got released, it escalated even more because it was fucking hell, shock to the system. This, so I was in I think it was probably £10,000 for debt and £300 a week. You know what I mean? And eventually, I never actually won a bet. I was just chasing the whole time because I didn't want my parents to find out. No, I don't think so. £100 or something. Normally, you hear about someone winning a big bet and that got them into it, but never did that. I couldn't let my mum and dad find out. I was like, I can't let them. So I just chased it, got loans to try and win it back. Didn't come in, got another loan to pay that loan back. Then I just got in a spiral. And eventually I just had to tell my mum. And thankfully, mum and dad were nice enough to sort of pay it, and I just paid them back over a couple of years.
Oh, so you paid them back?
Yeah, a few years ago. Well, not that skint, mate. Yeah.
Still paying it.
Still paid 10 years ago.
£1 a week. It's a tough circle to get into, to get out of, if you will. Especially when I was gambling, mine was when I retired, and it was just because I was looking for that excitement, you know, that thrill. And I told you that story.
Yeah, it just gets worse and worse. It's fucking brilliant.
So I remember I was a bit like you. I never won a bet.
Yeah.
Just kept losing and no matter, I even got to a stage where I'd be like, right, they're going to win. And before I put it on, I'd go, no, do you know what? I'm going to put it on the other team because I'm that bad at gambling. I'm putting it on the other team. And then my original one would win. Yeah. And I just could not win a bet. And I remember we'd been out on the Sunday, we'd had a few drinks, and I was downstairs, and my missus was like, Gaz, are you coming to bed? And I was on my phone, and I was watching this game, and I think I put like £300 on a goal before half time. It was something I can't remember. I'll have to get it up, but it was something like 3-1 after 20 minutes. So I put a load of money on another goal before half time. They got sent off. A man sent off, no more goals. So I was like, oh my God. So then, sent off after 21 minutes. So then I put another load of money for a goal because I was like, it's going to happen. Yeah. The team that were 3-1 up, the other team were down to 10 men. So I was like, there must be a goal. So I banged a load more money on it. Half time, like no goal, and I think I was like 800 quid down. I was like, oh my God. So then I looked what the odds were of just another goal in the game, and I had to put $5,000 on to get my 800 quid back.
Jesus.
But I thought it's going to happen.
Okay.
Definitely going to happen. And it was. I can remember the name, some like Mexican team.
That's when you fucked in.
Cucharia or something like a Cacharia or something they were called. And it was one where you can put a bet on, and then because you put a bet on, you can then watch the game.
Can you watch it? Yeah.
So my missus is like, Gaz, are you coming to bed? Like, hurry up. It was like midnight, probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Mexico. So I've just gone, boom, $5,000.
Yeah.
So then I've gone upstairs, and it's half time. So I've gone upstairs, doing my teeth, got into bed, and my phone's at side there. So I'm led at side, and I kept going, checking my phone.
Yeah.
Checking my phone like every 5 minutes, checking my phones, thinking, oh my God.
Nothing.
And my missus was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm like,
You're sweating in bed.
yeah, like my heart's going.
Fucking radiator here, mate.
I was like, nothing. She's like, are you texting a bird?
Yeah.
I was like, no. She's like, you can, I'd rather you just tell me, you're not yourself, what's going on. So I've sat up in bed, I'm like, oh my God, I'm really sorry.
This is it.
She's like, what? I was like, I've just put, oh no, I said, I went, I'm really sorry, I've lost 800 quid gambling. She's like, oh my God, Gaz. She's like, what have you done that for? I said, I know, I'm sorry. She's like, look, just relax, you're not going to win it back, just forget it. And I went, no, I've put $5,000 on to win it back.
Oh no.
And she's gone, what? She's like, you're fucking joking me. She's like, cancel it now. Yeah. And it was literally 10 minutes after half time. It had already gone down to about 1,200 quid. My $5,000 down to 12. I was like, there's no point.
No.
I've got to let it ride. So I went, should we just watch the game? So we've sat up in bed, and I've got the phone like this, and it's on the side showing this game. This game must have been about this big.
Yeah.
Right. We're trying to watch it, and it's gone 70 minutes, 80 minutes, 90 minutes. And I'm like,
oh, no.
Oh my God. I think there was 4 minutes of extra time. The team that have got 11 men gone down the left-hand side, crossed it in. The keeper's come for it, collected it, dropped to the floor, and then rolled over. And I thought, fuck, that's it. Whistle's gone. Yeah. The keeper's jumped up, thrown the ball out to his wing back on this near side. Me and my missus are like this. This guy's come charging across, jumped in 2-footed to obviously clear him out because the game's gone. It was I think it was 3. Might have been 3-1 or something like that. They couldn't even get back and win. The guy's come lunging in. The guy skipped past him, took a massive touch. The ball's running out towards the byline. He's slid in, crossed it. There's a guy come from nowhere, back post. It's one of the best finishes I've ever seen in my life. He side foot half volleys it into top bin.
Wow.
Me and my missus just gone, we jumped up in bed. We're banging the doors, screaming, and it just pops up. Yeah. And it was one of them where it comes up. I don't know why it does it. It gives you an extra penny. If you said it gives you an extra penny. So I got 5,801p back. Wow. It's
oh my God.
Yes!
You're up.
We're at 1p up.
Yeah.
And she's like, don't ever do that again. That was it. Just...
Why can't this just go 50th minute or something?
Yeah, just let me just... But...
Yeah, it's the fact that you're in bed with your missus in the Mexican game on that's done me.
It was just... But that's how it can get you hooked though, can't it? You're just chasing and chasing. Yeah. So that could have wiped us out. $5,500 down. Yeah, no one can afford to lose that kind of money. No. Especially we couldn't.
No.
And then you go through all that, I was literally nearly in tears watching the game. And at the end of it, I'm a penny up.
Yeah.
A penny up after all that.
Mad.
You're just what are you doing?
Yeah.
But it's such a
Easy done,
Vicious circle, isn't it?
I always say, like, I'm glad I went through that 100%. I was about 18 to probably about 21 when I was bad. I'm glad I did that when I was on crappy money. And gone through that life lesson, because it can get anyone. That's why I want to get into sort of mentoring sort of stuff when I retire. I've just done a counselling course, level 3, with a few other lads in the Football League. I want to get into that side of stuff because...
Right. Did you have somebody help you at the time?
Well, that's another thing. Yeah, I went to like the PFA and had like a few counsellors, but they were crap. I remember driving to Blackburn to like some guy's back garden, and literally the guy was like Jimmy Savile looking back. It was weird. Like it was borderline.
Now then.
It literally looked like him exactly. And looking back, I thought, wow, I could do better than that.
I'm taking my pants off for this.
I thought it was about gambling. Exactly, yeah. So that's what I want to get into, and I'm hopefully, if I'm still playing the next 5 years and get things going, like you sort of jump the queue a little bit because you're playing, and lads relate to you more, especially first team lads. Like,
I think a lot more lads need that kind of help because it's rife.
Yeah,
it's rife in football,
and not in just like gambling. Other lad, I played with lads that one lad, I won't say his name obviously, come in like pissed every day. You can smell alcohol on him, like vodka. Lads are saying he's drinking a lot. Like, Skip, what are you gonna do about it? I had to like pull him to a side and like check if he's all right. But like, he was going through loads of shit that no one knew about at home. So like, someone should be able to speak to him there. Not even like dead serious, like a counselling session, just a little mentor or something. Do you know what I mean? Just to settle him in, just to talk to him and stuff. Yeah. Because no one like that. My mate Charlie Kirk, I mentioned before, he moved down to Charlton same time as me. Both got bought in the same week. And his dad just passed away the week before. So he's 21, just moved down to London by himself, first time away from the north. And Charlton were like, yeah, we've got a player care officer, we'll sort you out, don't worry, we'll settle him in. Not one person spoke to him ever that time he was there.
Really?
So he sat in a flat by himself. Obviously ends up playing poorly at Charlton, can't get going, fans get on him because you wasted this money on this lad.
Yeah,
but there's a reason why, do you know what I mean? So just that, a few examples like that is why I want to get into that, definitely.
Yeah, decent.
That'd be great.
So was Jim like your mentor when you went in?
Yeah, I'd say that. I speak about that the other day back there with someone. Yeah, definitely Jim. He's a great guy. I phone him every 6 months if I'm steaming and slosh or something. I phoned him a few times. I'll show you the picture after. He answered and he was in the pub himself. I got one about Jim. He's I think I was 19, just signed for Morecambe my first year. So I was proper naive. I think it was a Sunday. My mate had come back from America for the week, so we went to the pub on the Sunday night. And it's probably one of the only like scuffles I've ever got into, like in a pub in St Anne's.
I can't imagine you getting into a scuffle.
No, I'm actually not.
Like
No, I'm not. I can't throw a punch, mate. I'm soft as anything. You know what I mean? I'll be there, but I won't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm backing off and all that. But no, so there's this big fight kicked off in the pub, and I was just in the middle of it. Ended up getting glassed. I've got a scar from getting knocked out and getting chased around this pub, and I was thinking, fuck it, I've not done anything here. Just getting caught up in this massive brawl. So the police come. I had blood all down my face because I've been glassed. So I got arrested and put in the back of a van. I was thinking, I've not done anything, by the way. And he's like, nope, we've been told it's you. I was like, it's nothing. I just had blood down my face.
Yeah.
So this is like becoming late on Sunday night, and I'm in handcuffs in bloody A&E with this police officer. I was like,
training in the morning,
yeah. Shit, I best get out in time. So I was sat in handcuffs. I was like, mate, come on, you know I'm not a dick. And he's like, I can tell you're a nice lad. I'll let you off. So finally, like, got the handcuffs out, and I was like, when can I get seen? Because like I've got training tomorrow. They went, oh, we have to assess you in the A&E, and because they think you've been in a fight, they put you to the back of the queue. So I was waiting till about 8 in A&E, and then so I was like, please can I make one phone call then? He's like,
can I make a phone call?
You're not in prison yet.
I know, like it was mad. So I phoned my mum. I said, she heard what happened from someone else, and I said, Mum, I'm sorry, I've done nothing wrong, whatever. Can you ring Jim Bentley to say I can't come to training? So my mum's rang the manager of the football club saying, oh, Sam won't be in today. He's ill.
He's ill.
So he's like at school or something, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Jim, so I had to go in the next day in the morning early, knocked in his office, said, Jim, can I have a word? Or Gaffer, can I have a word? He said, yeah, what's going on, lad? And I just said, I'll be honest, the reason why I wasn't yesterday, I was in the police station and in the hospital. He's like, what's going on? He said, I thought it was fucking weird, your mum ringing me, your ma ringing me. So he said, oh, you're right though? I was like, yeah. He went, well, is there any police repercussions? I said, no. He said, were you drinking? I said, no. He went, fucking good lad. So any other manager, you get fined, don't you? Or you get like band where you don't play again. Do you know what I mean? So I was so lucky it was Jim. He's like, I've been in plenty of them, lad. Don't worry. I can tell that I walked out. He's quite proud. You know what I mean?
Well done, son.
But he's actually hard, isn't he? So
Yeah, he is.
like me. Seen him break a physio bed before as well. He don't go mad. He's such a nice guy, but he's massive, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he come in at Aki away at half time, and he's one of the three times he's gone mad. And he's just come in and just started punching the physio bed, and he's just splitting half. I was like, he's seriously hard. We just sat there like, shit. But yeah, he's probably, like you say, mental, I'd say. Great guy.
Yeah, so he's just buzzing with you.
Yeah.
And that's where you finally like kind of broke through and started playing your pro games. Then?
Yeah. It's just like welcome to men's football sort of thing, and people like Kev Ellison in the change rooms, like I said, like loads of scousers. You just proper men's football, and you learn quickly.
What was Kev like in the dressing room? Because I've been to Magaluf with Kev.
Yeah.
So I know what he's like.
He's just so quick, isn't he? You can't argue with Kev. He's just too sharp. We had a coach come up once. One springs to mind what he said. He looked like Rod Stewart. It's called Finchy. He come up to train. He literally picture Rod Stewart. He looks like that. Coming to do a session because of someone ill. Then he said something like, "Oh, Kev shouted over. Oh, I hope you're not landing a plane here, Finchy, because there's loads of got cones out and stuff."
Yeah.
And Finchy's tried to like be clever, be confident. I've Kev off. He went something like, "I hope you're not colourblind, Kev, with all these cones." And then literally within 0.01 seconds, Kev's gone, "You must be fucking colourblind putting that dye in your hair." And the coach just gone like that, just walked off. I remember thinking, like, don't argue with Kev. He's just too sharp.
Yeah. Scousers are like that anyway. They're quick, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like they're just ruthless with banter.
That's a fucking Rod Stewart there.
How old were you when you met the Footman?
Oh yeah, so that was probably linked to like my gambling days at Blackburn and Bolton.
You was like,
some bad shit.
I need to recoup some money.
So you've heard about him before a few times, haven't you?
Yeah.
And most people in football know him now. He just messaged loads of young lads, to be fair. Bit weird.
It was George Ray who told us, and he said he walked into the pre-match meal at the hotel, and there was a young lad with his hands and feet tied with an orange in his mouth, taking pictures of like his feet. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Literally loads of stuff like that, and loads of lads sending videos and stuff. But I went one up. I actually met him face to face.
Did you?
Yeah. So it's
Just on your own?
I give him a mate of 5 to come with me, a bit of backup, just in case he was a weirdo. Which obviously he's a weirdo, but so I was again like 18. He was 10 years ago now. Needed the money at the time, so I met him at Fairman Lake car park in Lytham.
He actually came to meet you.
To meet him, yeah. It's just obviously bad, isn't it, really?
Some of the lads say he's actually all right.
Yeah, he's sound. Lad. Can he be on my top 3? Come for a meal.
I'll swap Jim Bentley out.
Yeah, swap Jim Bentley out and get the Footman in.
And I've got there, and I've texted him. No, you put on here, black BMW. So I've actually seen the black BMW over there. So I walked over with my mate. I just got in the back, and he's just like, "You know what you're doing, right?" So I just sat in the back, mate. It's so weird.
How did you know what you were doing?
I thought, obviously, just get my feet tickled, so I thought I just guessed in the back.
So socks off.
Yeah, bit tall to go in the front. So
no, but had he messages asking what he wants?
Oh yeah. So it was pre-planned, obviously. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Like,
this is what I need to get into my head.
Yeah, pre-planned, and it's like 250 quid if you send a video, or like 500 quid if you meet him in person, whatever. So I was like, fucking hell, just do it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? So I sat in the back.
He could be dead.
Yeah. But I got a mate at 5, mate. He was there as well.
Yeah, he'll protect you.
So I sat in the back, put my feet through the middle. There's a camera there. It's so weird. And he's just got like a bag of like hairbrushes and stuff. He just started like just tickling my feet. And then just saying he's at uni. I was just talking to him about uni, which he was never at. But I was like, oh, what'd you do? He's like, yeah, I just study whatever, was it paediatrician or whatever? Like, to be I'm at uni. So I got to do athletes' feet and stuff. And
who was saying this? You?
No, the guy.
Oh, the guy.
That's why he tickled feet at the time, because he was at uni and he's for his course.
But
10 years later, he's still at uni. Like,
for his dissertation.
Degree, I think.
How old was he at the time?
He's probably about 30 odd. I was probably 18, 19.
Okay, long time at uni.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Van Wilder.
So what? He just stroked your feet with like hairbrushes and stuff.
I remember I didn't do
any
it.
tickly objects he can get his hands on.
Is it really?
He's good at what he does.
He's so gentle.
He's proper, mate. He's professional. No, he's so he started off his fingers, and he started doing like his brushes and stuff. But I didn't do it. But I remember that the pre-message said, "Oh, you get more money the more ticklish you are." But I didn't like put any laughs on or anything. I couldn't be arsed.
Like pretending to laugh.
Oh yeah. Giving it another. Yeah, that is mad.
How long did that go on for?
Just about 10 minutes. And he was like, all right, that'll do. And
Is that what he said?
got off, yeah.
What, and then give you 500 quid?
Yeah, 500 quid. And obviously, in them days where I lost it in the casino and stuff, which was another lesson. But yeah, that was...
Yeah, but like I found, he's going home and getting off on that.
Yeah. But at the time, mate, you think 500 quid when you're on, what, 200 quid a week or something?
Oh, no.
You think...
Like, don't get me wrong, I'd have still done it.
Yeah.
I'd go tomorrow.
You still messaging now, you know. You still got some right weird messages.
Tell him to get on to me, lad. I'll go. My feet are hanging as well.
Would
like
you? I'd have to give him money to stroke my feet.
Yeah. But I just thought he'll never be able to release it, will
Can
he?
we get him on the pod or what?
Should we ask him? Yeah. I never. He still replies to every single story.
Just halfway through.
Does he?
Yeah, still.
Boom.
I got engaged recently and he put, Super Sam, so proud of Super Sam, even if he is a foot grinch these days and stuff. Foot Lord's proud of you, but...
Foot Lord.
I got somewhere, I'll show you after that.
What's his name on Instagram? He's like,
I don't know, I've tried
is
to
it
get
like the Footman or something?
No, it's Foot Lord now. He changes.
Foot Lord.
He evolves, you see, so he's quite...
He's evolved.
He's Footman, Foot Lord now. So yeah, it's proper weird story, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a belter though. He is class, isn't he?
He's actually funny, you know. He's actually funny now.
Is that?
Yeah, he's quite witty, like on Instagram. Like if I score or something, he'll put, Foot Lord is proud of Super Sam. Like, we love them sweaty feet and all this. Like he's actually pretty funny.
What a guy.
Actually a legend, yeah.
He needs to come on, doesn't he? Just be like, I have to put like a bag on.
Sock.
Sock on his head.
Sock on his head.
That is fucking mint.
I told my parents that for the first time about a month ago on holiday and they couldn't believe it. Like, they were like, no, how have you done this without us knowing and stuff? But I just said it's fine.
Were they laughing?
I said, all right. My dad found it quite funny, but he said it's a bit weird. I was like, fucking a bit. It's fucking so strange, isn't it? But,
so weird, I had to take my pants off.
Didn't tell that part.
So you actually, you won back then?
Yeah, won a few games.
You won promotion?
Yeah, that was sort of, Jim was there for a few years and...
He's there for a while, weren't you? 4 or 5 seasons?
Yeah. I think, to be fair, Jim made me captain as well towards the end of my second season there. The first year I signed, broke in at like October, and since then I think I played every game for like the next 4 years. So Jim was good with me. We stayed up last day of the season against Coventry. That was dodgy as well. They needed a point to get the playoffs. Is this League 1? League 2 at the time.
League 2.
So they needed a point to get the playoffs. We needed 1 point to stay up. And like second
Gentleman's agreement before it.
It was, mate. It was quite bad looking back. Some of the Barnet fans were kicking off after because there's a clip of me and Aaron McGarren, the right back, just passing 10 times to each other. No one pressing them.
Really? Yeah.
But it happens, doesn't it? They should have got more points, shouldn't they?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. If you need a point, you play for a point.
Yeah.
The other team's not attacking.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can't mention the team, but like there was, even like high up in the leagues, one team needed, no, in fact, both teams needed a point to guarantee safety in that division. And you could have put £1 million on that game being 0-0.
No gambling though, mate.
No gambling. If you had £1 million.
Yeah.
And 0-0. Yeah.
It happens, especially in like Italian leagues.
But I don't think it was pre-planned.
No.
I don't think both managers.
No, of course not.
But building up to that week, it would have been like,
don't lose.
Don't lose. We just need to just keep it tight. Don't push lads forward. Yeah. Don't expose the back four.
Chasing lost causes.
All that kind of. Just keep the ball. Yeah. So it's like you're going into that game not wanting to score really, and not wanting to concede.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't think it's not pre-planned, but it's just both teams know what's going to happen, don't they?
Yeah, so we had a few seasons at the bottom, 3 in a row. Like we finished 4th bottom or something, 3rd bottom. And Derek Adams come in, and I think you had Knight Percival on, didn't you, a few years ago? It was me and him centre half that year, and we just kept winning. Just kept winning and winning. Like you say, you're getting a rut of losing. You say we're winning, you just find a way to win. And
it was a bit of a shock that you won, that you went up that year. Yeah.
Conlon just left as well. He's gutted.
Yeah,
the year before. He came to Wembley and he was like cheering, but I could tell that he's gutted.
Bitter.
Yeah. But no, it was mad that season. We just
Did you go up in the playoffs that season?
Yeah, Wembley. So yeah.
That's a great experience. That must be.
Yeah, it was class.
Who did you beat in the final?
Newport, shocking game. It was like a stinking game, 0-0, and we got a penalty in extra time. It was never a pen.
Was it not?
Never a pen. It's mad how that changes so much for a football club. It's one decision.
Yeah.
So yeah, got
Who
promoted.
scored the pen?
Carlos Mendes Gomez. Do you know who he is? We had Cole Stockton in the team, who was class. Aaron Wildig. We had a good team, just proper grafters. Sluey, Jan Songo, just proper grafters, isn't it? That's what I was going back to before. Like that's what you need first in League Two, I think. Yeah. Grafters, people who work the bollocks off, then a bit of quality as well, I think. So yeah, Derek Adams had us fit as fuck. Just in pre-season, he was at the track every day. And like you're thinking, what is this like? But looking back, he was so fit. Like, no one got injured that year. Nobody. He was so little. The injury list. Do
you not think at that level, like level two, League Two, the organisation and fitness will get you out of that league? Because like there's some great players and great teams in that league, but like you said, the passing teams and the more technical teams never seem to get out of that division. But if you're fit and you're strong and you're organised, like they're the ones who always seem to get out.
100%. Yeah, that's all you need sometimes, isn't it? Just lads who just game as fuck. Like we had lads who just tackle anything, go and head anything. Like and subconsciously you see your mate doing it, you think, I've got to go and do it now. And if you've got 11 players doing that, like you just don't lose. It's mad. It's not that simple, obviously, but it felt like that we were going to win every game. Yeah, and just kept winning.
Was that the season you played United as well?
Nah, that wasn't. I think we played Newcastle in the cup, and got beat at home like 7-0 from at home, Newcastle. Yeah. Derek Adams, Derek Adams, the manager. He's class of that year. Like I say, we just dead fit, very old school.
He's been there a long time. He's been back and forth about 3 times, hasn't he? Yeah.
But he, so we're 4-0 down at half time with a red card. Tumani Diagarago got sent off. He's coming at half time, and to me and Harry Davis, centre half, he's like, "You two, stop playing the ball backwards. Go for it. You're League Two footballers. You're not Barcelona." And all this. Like, get it forward. We were just like, whatever.
Is he Welsh?
And Harry Davis has gone, what? Should we just kick it, give him straight back then? And then he's just gone up to his face and gone, "Yes, Harry, that's exactly what you should do. You think you're a player. You'll never play for me again," and all this. Like, he didn't play again.
And he did?
No. He's like, "You're a rubbish footballer. You're a pathetic excuse for football. You think you're class."
Cheers, Gaffer.
Yeah.
It's Newcastle as well.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
You're a man down.
He's just saying stop passing it. Like you're not Barcelona, you're Morecambe in League Two. He's saying. He did that in training as well. Like he just stopped training for passing drills, dodgy, and he keep losing balls. Like he just goes, "Right, I've had enough. You're a pathetic excuse for players. You get on the line." Well, you have to do like 10 doggies, and like Ben Pringle used to like laugh because he was quite funny. You know Ben Pringle?
Yeah, he is funny.
He was just like smirking. He's like, "Right, Prings, think it's funny, do you? Do 10 more." Prings was just like by himself doing it.
Like, he'd keep running keep laughing as he was running.
Yeah, he would.
God,
he
wouldn't be able to hold it in. His little ginger smile.
He's called it. You just shout, "You're a pathetic excuse for League Two footballers. You're a disgrace." We didn't swear though, so that's why it's funnier.
Yeah. Absolutely pathetic.
Yeah, what a guy. Fair play. And how was the United game? Decent.
No, that wasn't United. We played Chelsea that year. We played United for Charlton.
That's Reese. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Must be that then.
Might be that.
Third round or something.
We played
quarter-final.
Oh, that was for Charlton, yeah.
Yeah, Charlton.
So yeah, I got a move from that playoff game and that season to Charlton. And the first year at Charlton went well. Like I played.
Did you not think of staying at Morecambe because you'd gone up with them?
Yeah, I did. Like I was just comfortable. I was captain.
Yeah.
I lived at home. I was really happy. And
then moved down to London.
Yeah, it was just on deadline day, like obviously a bit of a panic buying the end. Probably no, they wanted me for a few days and I was just like, I don't know, like it's not worth the money, it's expensive down there. You know, you try and talk yourself out of it, don't you? Then they sent
Was it a far better deal?
Yeah, and then looked at they sent like a thing through. I was like, I can't like not go.
Yeah.
Sort of thing compared to what Morecambe pay and stuff. I was like, it's a different world. So went down there. That's when I met like Kirky and stuff.
What was it? 2 year, 3 year deal?
3 year with an option. Yeah. So first year went well. Like I played every game I was fit. I'm never injured either. I got mad injuries. I did my shoulder that year, ripped it out of the socket, and then ripped my bone off. Ripped my groin off the bone. So I had 2 mad injuries, but we finished mid-table. But every time I was fit, I played. But then Johnny Jackson didn't get the job full time in that summer. Ben Garner come in and didn't fancy me. So sort of in and out that year. The second year I was in and out.
Right.
But it's just football, isn't it? 2 managers like me and two didn't. Just is what it is. So,
and then you went. Did you go Burton with Dino Mammaria?
Yeah, that was the second year. Yeah. So
what do you think of him?
Nah, no good.
Not having him.
He's a bully, isn't he? Well,
a lot of people have said that, haven't they?
Yeah, a few.
He's just big, loud, aggressive, isn't he?
Yeah. all the staff just thought he was rude and just a bit of a knob. Like he spoke to people like shit. No like respect around the place. No like manners and stuff. He actually, to be fair, it was the worst loan move of all time. Like, I went, they hadn't won in 15 or something. And I went on the Friday or something, so I obviously didn't play the Saturday. And he won like 4 in a row, clean sheets every game. I was like, fucking hell, come along to Burton to be like, hopefully one of the main players. I've not kicked the ball yet. So he brought me on centre mid one game, which is like shocking, just to try and get me on. And then eventually I played, get to clean sheet again. And then the Friday we were due to play Ipswich. And I've asked a question in the shape on the Thursday. Actually, I said, Dina, what happens if like he gets it? Do I go tight with him? Whatever. He's just turned around and gone, don't fucking ask the questions. I'm the fucking manager. Who the fuck do you think you are and all this? Looking around, the lads are just putting their heads down. I was thinking, fucking hell, lads, give me like some sort of backup.
Yeah.
And
I told you though, didn't I? If it's not you, you fucking put your head down.
I was like, fucking hell. Like, I want to ask a question. Trying to like do well.
Yeah.
So then the Friday, we come in for a meeting. This is no word of lie. It's not even. It sounds like I'm lying, but it's not. So he comes in the Friday and goes, right, I've watched the training back, lads. I'm not having it. I'm changing the team. One change, Lavelle out. I was like, because obviously you've been asking questions and stuff. Lavelle out for Shaughnessy. I think we just get to clean sheet.
No way.
And he's like, I was like, fuck that. So
cheers, Gaffer.
yeah. At the time, my shoulder was actually fully injured, so I went back with my shoulder. So yeah, that was a waste of time. Yeah, I'm trying to raise that for my career, Burton, the Burton loan.
What a stinker.
It can happen, can't it? If you just don't fit in somewhere, it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, but then at least it improved after that, boy. You went to Carlisle.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was the thing we were talking about, weren't we, when I got a tangent about United game for Charlton. So I was in and out that year, but I played every single game in the cup. Obviously a few league games as well, but every game in the cup, every minute. Scored the pen against Brighton to get to the next game. It was like a mad game against Brighton. Scored the winning pen.
What pen was that?
Say again.
Was that the shootout?
Yeah, the shootout. Yeah.
Shootout. Yeah.
That was last 16.
Was you in the first 5 takers though?
Oh no, sorry, number 7. Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
So it went down to you.
Yeah. So I didn't plan to do it, but I was like 7.
I was just after the kit man.
Just after the kit man. So yeah, there's loads of penalties missed. Like Solly March missed, like Caicedo and stuff. They're all missing. Then we kept missing ours, and it eventually got to me, and I scored. It was like a big thing at the time. Played United a few weeks later. Bear in mind, I played in all the minutes of that cup, and I got dropped for the game for United, which was one thing.
I got dropped for the United
game. He played a centre half, Lucas Ness, who did well when he broke in, but he's like his 3rd game. He's just to try and get him the window out. In my opinion, you just try and get him out there, play United.
Yeah, do well and
did
get some goal for him.
No, I didn't sell him in the end, no. But he ended up playing. To be fair to the lad, he did really well when he played.
Right.
And for the next 10 games, he played well, but I said, Gaffer, I said, like, I know I'm leaving in Jan or whatever because I knew they want me out, but I played every game. I scored that pen. Like, I think I worked my bollocks off and around training. I think I deserve to play.
I deserve to play against Man United.
He don't care, did he, football, really?
No.
Didn't even come on. He could have used me like 5th sub or something, couldn't he, to get an appearance. But so, yeah, that was a shocker.
Fuming.
And you would be raging.
And
you left in the January, do you say?
That's when I went to Burton. So I came back after about a month to do my rehab. And then I left in the summer to Carlisle, League One.
And then we're back round to double relegation.
Yeah, mad.
Tough.
Why'd you have to keep bringing that up?
Just find it funny.
Yeah.
You played with some decent players though.
Who's that?
Stockton's on here.
Who's that?
Colin's not on there, is he?
Colin's not on here. Harry Arter,
yeah. Is it Charlton?
Macaulay Bonn.
Yeah. Macaulay Bonn, yeah, for a couple of...
Raksaki.
Raksaki's class, yeah. He's one of the best loans of all time at his class for Charlton.
Where's he gone to now?
Is he Sheffield United when he last year?
Yeah, he is actually.
He was class.
Winger.
Yeah. No, it was good. Charlton was actually a really good club, like a different level to Morecambe and stuff. I had a good 2 years there, some good nights out and stuff.
Yeah, like you have to make that move.
Yeah.
You can't turn that down. No. Like I can imagine the money that you was on at Morecambe compared to going to Charlton.
Yeah.
What that looks like.
Yeah, and I think I got labelled sort of the same like categories. Me and Kirky were like this double act. We lived together, and fans knew that, and we're both from the north. It was like we were both this like double act from the north who didn't care about the club and stuff, which was bollocks. Like, I worked my bollocks off at Charlton, like in every day. Lads who played with me would know, like I'm an everyday first, like doing loads of gym and stuff. Kirky was probably not quite as the same, but yeah, we just got labelled as like, oh, these two didn't care, like get rid of them and stuff, but wasn't the case. But Kirky had to help himself, to be fair, at times. Obviously, he had his dad troubles and stuff where dad passed away. But my first like fifth game at Charlton. We're playing Lincoln away, 1-0 down. It's quite a bit of a big game at the time. I scored the equaliser at 86th. It was like come on, we're going to win this now. Quite a big game. Then they've gone and got a corner, scored like 94th minute. I'm absolutely gutted. Come in the change rooms, everyone's just heading their hands, like kicking stuff. And I see Kirky coming over. Bear in mind, I just met him like 2 weeks ago. He's coming over to me and went, "Oh, we've got a ledge picture, by the way. Look at this picture we've got." I was like, "Fuck off." Do you know what I mean? Just being beaten, he's on about a picture. I went, "Fuck off." He looked at me like,
"What have you?"
He's like in shock, yeah. He was like celebrating because I scored. He's like, He's like, "Great picture." I was like, "Fuck off, mate." But yeah. So, yeah, we got labelled sort of together, but it wasn't like that at all. It was just, yeah, it's what it is.
Any regrets before we finish?
What about my whole career and stuff?
Yeah.
Like I said before, maybe at Charlton, not to rush to move, because things change in football. I think if I stayed at Charlton instead of going on loan, I think I would have ended up playing again because of a few injuries. And even the summer when I left a year early. So I had 3 years, my deal, left after 2 years. I could have just waited out a little bit and see what happens in pre-season, you never know. Because I did back myself to play. But
I will probably there as well. But you feel like it's...
Yeah.
You feel like you're older, don't you?
Yeah.
You feel like even if you're 22, 23.
Yeah, I was probably 26. 24 probably.
Yeah, I think sometimes, like you're right, like you've got a contract there, so like they've got to honour it.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the time, lads feel like, "Oh, if they don't want me, I'm off."
Yeah, yeah.
And then they jump too early, and all of a sudden you're at a lesser team, lesser money. You think,
yeah,
I could have just stayed. You never know where I'd have broke back in.
Yeah.
Or I could have gone out on loan and at least had that.
Exactly, yeah. But overall, no regrets really. I've learned loads from it, especially like the younger age at Blackburn and Bolton stuff. I learned loads like off the pitch stuff and how to deal with things like mentally and stuff.
Yeah.
That's hence why I want to get into all that sort of stuff. But yeah, no regrets. Like especially like off the pitch, I always work. I love like a night out or whatever, but I work bollocks off as well. Yeah. Especially at Carlisle last few years. But at the time, Carlisle were League One, just been promoted, and like they were planning to stabilise and kick on again. So I thought it's not the worst move. Like,
no,
told me I was going to be captain and stuff.
Yeah.
Back up north, I thought, yeah, it's not the worst move here. And then obviously 2 years later, back to back.
Yeah, it's just unlucky, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's unlucky.
Yeah.
Oh well, good luck where you're going to end up. Good luck with the
mentoring.
PFA.
Yeah.
The mentor in the PFA.
Yeah.
So when do you go down then? Monday,
yeah.
That'll be good.
A couple of weeks and just, not jump at things. Like I said, that's probably one thing I've learned, not to jump at the first thing that comes up and just see what happens.
Class.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Cheers, thanks for having me.
Sam Lavelle, top man.
Cheers, mate.
Top man. Cheers, mate.